It's the National Football League. Super Bowl 55. And the San Francisco 49ers taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
Season number 101 of the NFL might have been the most unconventional yet, but we have made it through together, and now the eyes of the sporting world fall on us here tonight, as it is the night we crown a champion. And all of us here at EA Sports so proud to bring you Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's a matchup full of intrigue. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And Charles, the Ravens are champions of the AFC. And remember, Lamar Jackson, somewhat dubiously, all the regular season success, the MVP award last year, but 0-2 in the playoffs coming into this season. But he got it right this time around.
Came into it with full confidence that he could turn it around. But let's face it, this franchise itself, that helps in a big way because they've known how to win before. 2 Super Bowls prior to this one. They're built each and every year to get into the playoffs and be dangerous. And they did it one more time, trying to get a 3rd Super Bowl for the city of Baltimore as the Ravens.
Meanwhile, the 49ers, they're back in the Super Bowl for the 8th time in franchise history, one of the more successful teams in the Super Bowl era. And they look to claim their 6th title, which would tie them with the Patriots and Steelers for most ever.
The partner, to get it done, they've got to take history and put it in a headlock because they want to be a team that loses one year but comes back and wins the Super Bowl the next, and it's only happened 3 times prior. The Cowboys, Super Bowls 5 and 6, the Dolphins in Super Bowls 6 and 7, and most recently, the Patriots in Super Bowls 52 and 53.
Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Coleman has it here right side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Got the connection here to Bourne. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Garoppolo. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
So 2 3rd-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
On the coverage.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a scoreless game. This offense about ready to take over again. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. And he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as the Super Bowl progresses?
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
You look at this Super Bowl, the 2nd appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
Jackson on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
4 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now it's Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
They'll run here with Ingram, and he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and the Ravens have taken the early lead. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll drop this down to Coleman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It's a game. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Garoppolo. Open man is born. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. First, second, and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another. First down.
10 more yards. That's another 49er first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run with Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now it's Barner. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Ravens take over first.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. What a moment for him. A pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall him on. What a play here. Another pick-6 in the Super Bowl. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He turns and gives to Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's good. 4.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Mustard.
Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ravens 14, 49ers 7.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Ingram. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
The tackle there by Richard Sherman. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Steps away. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. When he started rolling left there as a right-handed quarterback, I thought, boy, this third down play is going nowhere, but credit to him, able to pick up the first.
And all you righties who are watching the game at home, get out of your chair, get off the couch, move to your left, and then rifle one. You may leave a hole in the wall, as you have to explain later, but you'll see how difficult that throw actually was.
1 yard gain.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
10 at the 24-yard line.
A toss play left. There goes Mark Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Ingram. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, snapped at the 11.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Jackson to throw on 3rd down. He can run for it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Number 31, Raheem Mostert.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Raheem Mostert.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
Garoppolo's pass. Thrown to the sideline.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The Ravens take over first and 10. At their own 20.
Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. This is Ingram. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Number 20.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive run.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Lining up for the extra.
Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run, maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And some space here. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now it's Barner. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual, because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Yes, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll get it all the way
inside the 35-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The ball switches back over to Mark Ingram and the Ravens.
Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
That's good.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On the draw, this is Ingram. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun, buying time to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Willie Snead. Incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will get the lead up to 14.
49ers.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
At their own 25-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end. And now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. Now it's Barner. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their 27-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
4A. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This is Mostert. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er first. Now, he continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. They haven't had to rely so much on the passing game. It's really been a team effort in the running game that's kept them successful and has them in the lead.
I like that, too, the team effort, because when I was growing up, One guy carried the football, right? You stuck it in his chest 20 to 30 times a game, and he was the heavy volume, heavy dose guy. Now, you spread it around, different people touching it, and in this game, it's proven to be effective.
Spreading the wealth has been very effective.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Javon Kinlaw busting through to get him for a loss of 6. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate him for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mostert. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Number 31.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
For San Francisco.
And he returns this to the 22.
Kenyon Barner on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 22.
Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer in the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it. And now Garoppolo lost the football. fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Makes the score Ravens 31. 49ers.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
On the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On third down, Jackson steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And his throw is incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
And that throw behind it. Man, he missed him, incomplete.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ingram again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
On Kinlaw on the tackle.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On third down, Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 48-yard. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
A lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And the 49ers are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
The ball carrier.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Brings up second.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
End of the third quarter.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Jackson. On the move to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They're running. Ingram. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
The 40-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Brown, right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on 1st down. Ingram. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ingram, and he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ingram. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg. Jackson out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Operating from the gun. Jackson flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Garoppolo's pass complete to George Kittle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now it's Barner. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ingram, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Ingram. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The tackle by Quan Alexander. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
That's good.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise. But Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
In on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Niners' 26-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Andrews. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Taken down.
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 14 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number one. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Good. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And a quick throw here that's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
The ball carrier.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Mostert. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began is doing this, practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.